Hello everyone, Jai Hind. Welcome back in the Salesforce Administrator Course series. And today in day 10, we are going to learn how we can create a custom object. In the previous two episodes, day 8, we learned about the object, what is the meaning of the object, what is the need of the object, and in day 9, we learn the types of object. Now, in day 10, we are going to learn how we can create the custom object. So once you will log in into the Salesforce, there is a possibility that you will land into this similar kind of a page, which means that you are, using any app, and these are, the tabs. Okay, so you have to click on the setup by clicking on the gear icon. You will, you have to click on the setup. There's another possibility that once you log in into the Salesforce, you will land into this kind of the page, which means a welcome page, okay, a home page. So you have to simply switch the tab to by clicking on the object manager, okay. So if you have landed into this page, you have to click on the the gear icon, click setup, and once you will click on setup, you will land into the same page, that is your the home tab, or the welcome page, you can say. Okay, so again you have to click on the object manager, and once you will click on the object manager, here you will find the create. Okay, now this has two options: create object and create object from spreadsheet. So this the part B we will cover the later. First we will cover with the part A. So I am clicking on the create object, and as you can see here, we have the new custom object, the page available, which means that this page is gonna help you to create a new custom object as per your need or as per your business requirement, business need. Okay, so let's go step by step, and in the next few minutes, let's understand how we can create the custom object by understanding each and every option available here. You see here that we have the the label here. So label, you will provide, okay, because when you provide a label, that's only is visible here. Okay, so that means label means what? There's something you are making available for the for the user. Okay, where, so these all things which you are seeing here is because of the label. Okay, okay, all right. So I actually started creating the custom the custom object with the name as a student. So this is the label. Okay, now what is the meaning of the plural label? So plural label means that I am going to give a plural version of the student. Why? Because when the you are going to work with this object, which means student, if you are working with one object, or if you are the viewing the the one the record, it will be the backend logic is like written like it will display as student. But when you are working with more than one record, the backend logic is written in such a way that it will the display students. Getting my point? Okay. I will give you the demonstration. Let me show you. So you see here we have the accounts. Okay, accounts. Okay. Now if I click here, okay, I do not want to confuse you, so just go with the simple one. You see here courses. Okay, and if I click here, you see the course, because this is the one record. This is the one record inside the course object, right? If I click here, it's new course, okay? Course, not courses, because I'm going to create one record, okay? But the when I am clicking, the on recently viewed, so you see, the multiple records we have, and that's why, the backend logic is pulling up the plural label. Okay, now let me show you. See here, singular label course, plural label is courses. Okay, so that means that this is just the following the syntax of the English language. Okay, singular plural. Okay, starts with vowel sound. Now if your object name starts with the vowel sound, that means that means A I sorry, the A E I O U. Okay, if your object the object label starts with A E I O U, then check this checkbox. Okay, otherwise no need. Okay, so how you will check this checkbox? Simply click it. It will be checked. But because my object name is not the starting with the the vowel sound, the so there is no need to check this checkbox. What is the object name? This is API, application programming interface. Sorry, you see here API. And you remember, if if you are able to recall, I told you that every object, the custom object, the API name ends with underscore underscore C. So you see here that the API, the singular label is course and plural label is courses, but the API name is course and it's ending by underscore underscore C. So suffix is underscore underscore C. So that is the API. Now why this, why we need API? Because the whenever we will be doing development, or the whenever we want to the refer this the custom object inside the any the automation or validation rule, anywhere, if we are wherever we want to use, or we want to the interact with this object, so we need API. Okay, that is why the API full form is application programming interface. Okay, you will see, in coming days, you will see that how we are going to use the API. Okay, don't get confused. So right now, you see here that we have the student, but when I will click, when I will complete all these, the steps, and when I click on save, you will see that automatically underscore underscore C will be suffixed after student. Now, what is description? So description means that why we need this the object. Okay. Uh, Generally, what I do, I always provide the Zeta story number and a very short the description. So for example, this is the explain. This is the demonstration. This is for demonstration purpose created for day 10 admin course. Okay. Okay. So short description. Now, when we are working in a project, we are using Zira. Zira is a project management tool. Okay, I will create, I will share you the detail of the, the Zira, later on. So that will help you, to get the understanding how we can work with the Zira tool, why we use it. But let me, give you the quick, the summary that Zira is basically, is a software management tool. The project management tool. So basically what we do, as you can see here, that, we have the TIS 37, TIS 68, TIS 20. Now basically what, this is means, so, this is a naming convention. And it totally depends upon, the client and the project. Okay. So, this can be any other, instead of TIS, the naming convention can be like, the J37 or something. Okay. Totally depends upon, as I said, project to project, customer to customer. All right. So when you click on this, the particular user story, you get all the details. Okay, like what is the business requirement, or what all, the developer or development team has worked on, or developed for this particular user story, testing details, everything. Okay, which means that we have the everything documented. Okay, so instead of, the the making, these things documented in a Excel sheet, and, the notepad, because there is a high probability, that we may lose in, in future, uh, because, too many things when we have to manage, we have to, make sure that every detail is properly saved, preserved for our future use, right? So, when we have, when you have to, when we have to manage these things, in a notepad or Excel sheet, there are other probabilities, that we may lose, those sheets by mistake, deleted, or, there's so many of, the sheets are available. So it is just, the making the things, easy for us. Okay. And, you can, the refer it anytime in the future as well. So that's the reason, what I do, I always, provide the Zira story number. Okay. Okay. So you can also, follow the same pattern. Now, here we have is the context sensitive help setting. Now, what does this mean? What does this mean? So basically, this is, the object label help. For example, you have, you might have used the Wikipedia. So your Wikipedia, the tooltip, this, this is also a similar kind of thing. Okay. That if, now, because let me tell you, this thing, these things, okay, can be viewed, or can be, the seen by, the system admin or Salesforce admin developers only. But for, the users, okay, just the users, I'm not talking, especially, saying that I'm not talking about the Salesforce admins or developers, because they have the access. But I'm talking about the users. Okay, once you have developed the application, the team or people, who are using it. Okay, so they have to, if they want to, they take help. Okay, why I am, I am using this object, or how I can use it. You can, select this option. Okay, if you, they create any, visual force page, you don't need, the standard one. You can, they create a, visual force page, and that, visual force page will be available here. Okay, all right. Now you have here. Okay, now this is something which actually, the is giving you a field. Okay, now how this looks like, let me tell you. You see here the course name, and you provide the course name. Okay, see here. So I mean this particular field, record name, the you have two options. One, that if you select the text, if you select the text, then you can provide the data here. Okay, as a user you can provide the data. But what if you don't want this thing as in text, you don't want this you need each time you create a record, automatically system the the provide the name. I'm sorry. So if you provide the if you want that system should provide the the name automatically, so you should go with the auto number. Okay, I will show you. So one thing is available here to for your demonstration, that is text. Let me show you. See here, text. Okay, course name. So this time I am just you're going to use this auto number. Now the why, this is the sample, the format has been provided here. But if you want to explore the other options available, you can click on this, and you see here that there are the certain the options available. I mean, if you're not satisfied with the given format, you can the use as per this. Okay. So I'm just, going to, use this one. And, my starting number will be, that means my first record, will be starting with one. Easy. Okay. Now, optional features we have, this is, the allow reports. So once you create an object, okay, if you need to create a report, you understand, okay, let me, tell you. Okay, let me, don't make you confused. You see here, this is this is the report. Okay, report. It's in mathematics as well, you have they studied about the reports. So the report, okay, account, you are seeing the account name and everything. And this is dashboards. Okay, we are using where dashboard you uses, charts, the charts are is the one which you use in the dashboards. But in reports, you just the form, show them in a tabular form, with the data. Okay, so if you want your object to be used in report, you can the allow, you can click this checkbox as allow report. If you by any chance, if you will not select the allow reports, that means that you don't want to the allow reporting. You don't want the this app data to be used in reports. So the data this app will not be used for reporting purpose. But having said that, you can always the later on you can make a change. How you can make a change, I will show you. And the thing is, the activities. Okay, so we have the another topic now. This is also the and the topic, but I'm just giving you the overview. Okay, allow activities. So we have the activity as an object which have the two things inside, which is the task and event. So I will teach you that the about the activities. So if you want that the activities to be allowed, so you can create the checkbox. Track field history. Okay. Now, I mean, what does this means? So basically, I mean, when you update the name, or, I mean, let's say, okay, let me also, I mean, tell you one thing. You see the activity here? You see the activity here? See, track activities. Okay. So because, I mean, why you are seeing this, I mean, the activity here, because you have checked this, I mean, the checkbox. Okay. Allow activities. Okay. And as I told you, that you are always, I mean, the allowed to make a change in, I mean, in the future as well. So let's say, I mean, you forgot to, I mean, check this checkbox. So you can do it. Okay. Just go to the, I mean, the object manager, search for the object, click the label. In the details section, you have the edit button. Easy, right? Okay. So, what I actually, wanted to, show you is that, I mean, whenever you are making any changes, okay, then, I mean, those changes, if you're making any changes in the record, the updating any record, so track field history is required. So once you select this track field history, up to, the 20 updates, recent updates will be captured. Okay. So that means, I mean, you have the, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on, right? Up to, I mean, the 20. Now, once, I mean, you will make another change, that means 21st. So, I mean, this 21st will be deleted, and the fresh 20, I mean, the entries will be available for you. Okay. Allow in chatter group. Another, I mean, the topic, there's a separate topic, but chatter means chatting. Okay. So for your understanding. So, I mean, if you, I mean, select this, then, I mean, you are making, I mean, this object to be available in the chatter group. Okay. All right. So, I mean, the enable licenses. Enable licensing, indicates that if this object is licensed by Salesforce and whether user require a permission set license for it. Not that means, I mean, the license means what? You need a license, okay? You need an armed license. You need, I mean, the license for, I mean, for your business. That means, you need a permission. Okay. So, I mean, if, I mean, you will make it, I mean, the enable licensing, then, that means that this object is not available for in general use. You have to first, I mean, give the permission, and then only user can use this object. Okay. You remember in, I mean, in the day 9, we talked about the enterprise application object and, I mean, the light application object. So here you go, object classification. Okay. Now allow sharing. I mean, this, let me tell you, these things, is a separate topic, very advanced for right now. But because, I mean, this is coming, here in our discussion, while creating the object. So I am going to tell you the, I mean, the small, or I should say, I mean, the summary of it, so that you get understanding of these things. But we will be for sure covering these things in a separate topic where you will get a full understanding. Allow sharing means what? Allow sharing means that, I mean, I mean, you are allowing to share the records with the other users. Okay. How you can, I mean, I mean, the allow sharing and everything, that we will discuss in, the separate topic when we will be covering the sharing and settings. Bulk access, bulk API access, streaming API access, all these things are separate topic. So, I mean, if you select all these, then it becomes the enterprise application object. But if you unselect or deselect, then it becomes the lightning application object. Okay. Deployment status. Okay. What question you have? Hint for hint for the bulk API access. Okay. So for now, you can understand like this, that bulk API is basically optimized to load or delete large number of records asynchronously. Okay. I mean, is when I say asynchronous, so there is a, the opposite of this is synchronous. Synchronous means just like, when you switch on your fan. So as press the button, the fan or, this starts automatically, immediately, right? So that is a synchronous process. But what if you want to make it asynchronous? So let's say the press the button and it is taking time, based on the availability of resources and everything. So that means you are not sure that when this when this will get switched on, or will run. So that is asynchronous. Okay. Anything for now, you can say anything which happens, in future is asynchronous. If the things are not happening immediately, it's asynchronous. Okay. So bulk API is to optimize, to load or delete a large number of data asynchronously. Okay. If you want to write it down, you can write it down. It is a faster than the SOAP-based API due to the parallel processing and fewer network round trips. By default, the data loader uses the SOAP-based API to process records. Okay. And streaming API means streaming API enable streaming of the events using push technology and provides a subscription mechanism for receiving event in near real time. Okay. Okay. I mean, I am going to cover these things, for sure in a separate topic, but since you asked me, so I given you the information. Deployment status. So, if you select this in development, that means if you want to deploy. So, what is the meaning of deployment? If by any chance you are not aware of, deployment means that, you have this Salesforce org, okay, with you, and you develop this functionality, but now you want to, the push, or you want to, let me use a layman term. If you want to transfer this particular object, or the any development which is doing in this related to this object to any other org, then you have to the select this checkbox deployed. Otherwise, this will stay in this particular org only. You cannot deploy this. Okay. Allow search. So once you select this allow search. So let me show you. This is the searching. Okay. So if you the select the allow search, you will see the result. That, okay, the what all the the result I'm getting here. Okay. Let me the type and search like this. See, records are coming. So because the leads allow search is enabled. Course, we have one record which you have just seen. Okay. So which is also with the name as Salesforce. So it is coming in the search, right? See here. Okay. Right. So allow search. If you want to search, do a global search, and you want to see the result. So for that, you have to click the allow search, which means that, if you have any record and using the global search, you want to, the search instead of, the going into that particular object and then searching, then this option should be selected. Okay. There is, the last two options we have is that add nodes and attachment related list to default page layout. So, I mean, this is also, I mean, separate topic, but, I mean, if you want to, I mean, the add notes and attachment, okay, notes and attachment you want to add to this particular object. That means, I mean, the any attachment, or, I mean, the files, or, I mean, the note you want to, I mean, the allow this feature in this particular object, then you have to select this, okay. And launch new custom, I mean, the tab wizard after saving this custom record. So, I mean, the if you select this, and if you, I mean, the click on a save here, this will redirect you to the tab. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of the tab? I will tell you. See, redirected to the tab. And what you are seeing here is student. Okay. So you have to, I mean, the select any tab here. Click next. Now this thing, I mean, the profiles and all, you can, I mean, I mean, leave as it is. We will be discussing, I mean, in the next, I mean, the lectures, because this is a separate topic, and will make you confused. But if you are, I mean, if you want to understand right now, I can, I mean, give you the, I mean, the one, I mean, uh I mean, the quick, I mean, the answer of it. That once you click here on your name, and because this thing I have already covered, and click on a user detail. So you have, I mean, the I mean, your name here, and a profile. Okay, your profile. So for now you can say that, I mean, and here is a, I mean, that same profile. So for now, you can say that, I mean, if you want this particular, I mean, I mean, the object available, okay, accessible to the, I mean, to this profile, so that the user who is using the profile should be able to access. So we need, we need to make it selected, okay. I will, as I said, I will teach you. Don't worry about that at all. Okay. But for now, just understand that, I mean, if you are, I mean, I mean, they are curious to know. So, I mean, you have to leave it as it is. But, I mean, the default on, okay, which means that, I mean, the profile means that, if it is default on with the profile, means you are making this object available, okay, for the particular user. Having said that, this is technically, I mean, the not fully correct answer, but I am just, giving you this particular answer, because I want to, the calm down your curiosity. Okay. This is a separate topic, advanced topic, and you will learn. But for now, it's this answer is okay for you. And this is, I mean, the custom app. Okay, custom app you can see here. So, I mean, uh, I mean, this particular object, as I told you that, I mean, in the previous lectures, the object or group of objects make an app. So if you want, I mean, this object to be available in these app, you can, I mean, this select, I mean, or keep it checked. Otherwise, once you will deselect, that means that, I mean, this object will not be available in the application. Okay, so let's keep it, I mean, this way only. Okay, so we have our, I mean, the object ready here, and I mean, the fields and relationship we have here. Now let's, I mean, quickly go here, just refresh, and here we have the students. Okay, now let's, I mean, they create the record. and you have noticed, if you have noticed, okay, then let me duplicate this, because I mean I took the example of the course. Okay, so one you have his course name here, which is a text. So you remember I told you while creating the object, that you have the auto number and the text. Okay, so this is the proof. Okay, so student name. Oh, you don't have the option. You don't have the option. Okay, so what will happen here? Let me click save. Oh, it's S001. That means, the format which we selected while creating, the object, the format we selected for the auto number is S, and we are starting with 001. That is okay. Let's create the another one. Oh, it's incrementing and automatically giving me the, you know, the name as we selected the auto number. But here we have the flexibility to provide the text. Okay. By any chance, if you're not satisfied with this particular the syntax, or or I should say not a syntax, but if you're not satisfied with this particular the feature of auto number, you said that, oh, I made a mistake while the selecting the auto number, it should be text. So what should I do now? Simply go to the object manager, student, peace and relationship, and you see the the student name here. Click edit. Let me show you something. You see auto number. Okay, so click edit, and you can select the text. Now it's text. Okay, now let's try just a small refresh. Now just refresh. It takes time. Now let me quickly log out and log in again. It takes time actually, because this backend process. See here, you have the facility, or I should say the permission to provide the text here. Student name Vikram. All right. And if you have to select Vikram, so you see you have the one record in the courses, one record in the student. So allow search. Okay. All right. So what you will be doing now, you will be creating the multiple custom objects, and you will be working on the creation of the object. In the next episode, what I'm going to do, I am going to, share you the detail of how you can, create the object using spreadsheet. Also, the topic which we have just started, that is tab. Okay. So you will understand that, the how the tab is very important. It is actually very important. Okay, because once you will not understand the meaning of the tab, you won't be able to see the object here. Okay, so don't get confused, just go step by step, and I'm sure that you are enjoying learning. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the video and then the channel. And uh, keep learning, stay healthy, take care of your nation and yourself. Jai Hind. We'll meet you again in the next session.